Hi everybody. So hopefully I'm live in all the right places as per usual. I thought I'd come on today and talk a little bit about something that I've just launched in the business, a little bit about why I've launched it, what it's for, and a little bit more information about the actual product itself. So if you were on my social media yesterday, you will see that I launched a new mastermind, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about how that came about in the first place. Bear with me a second. I'm just checking that we are live in the right places. Really important that people can see me. Okay, so yesterday I launched my Create, Build and Grow Mastermind, and this didn't just come out of anywhere. This wasn't me just pulling together a quick new product and putting it out there. This is years of developing content in group coaching programs. So for the last few years, I've been running the Build program, the Gear Up Club, I've been doing Impact 90 and the Grow Hub. And these are all group coaching programs that I have been delivering. And over that period of time, I have looked at what has worked for my clients, what hasn't, what has worked for me as a business owner as well, in terms of what do I enjoy delivering, where do I get the satisfaction, what seems to be hitting the right notes for my business as well as for my clients' businesses. And part of that was then developing the key elements that I could pull out of all of those programs and all of those years of working with business owners, and actually being able to pull it together into one solid program. And that's what I did with the Create, Build and Grow Mastermind. So it's come from years of development and growth and understanding. Now, it's grounded in my Create, Build and Grow principle, which is why I've called it that. And that Create, Build and Grow principle for me is how we do business. When we are building our businesses, we create something first. We create the initial thought process of the business, then we build upon that, and then we grow it. But it's true for a lot of different things that we're doing in the business. It isn't just about the business. Whenever you create a process in the business, you create it, you build upon it, and you evolve it, and then it grows with you. And that's true for a lot of things that we do in the business. That has always been my philosophy, that something comes in that I've created and I continue to build it and grow it. And therefore, I came up with the Create, Build and Grow name for the mastermind, because that's how I see the program. The beauty of the mastermind is that you can do it more than once, and each time you're doing it, you're building upon everything that you have created and you're growing everything that you have built. So you're getting more and more out of it each time you go through the cycles. So it's a 12-month mastermind, and there's 10 key topics that we cover, and we have 2 implementation weeks, 2 weeks in which we can catch up and get on top of things that are really important to make sure that we're getting the most out of the program. So I thought today I would talk a little bit about why the mastermind, what it's for, who it's going to help, and what is the structure of this mastermind, and what are these 10 purposeful action steps. So the mastermind, as I said, goes over a 12-week period, and we look at 10 key areas. These are the purposeful action steps. And the reason why I've called them this is we can do a lot of different things in our business that are at the time seem like they're adding to our business, but are not as impactful as they really could be. And what we want to be doing is spending our time taking that purposeful action that is actually serving a purpose for us and our business. And that's where I came up with these 10 key steps. As I say, they derive from the last few years of programs and content that I've been delivering, and I've evolved it to the level where I think now we're looking at those 10 key elements that are really going to make an impact in our business and create that purposeful action. So some of the things that we cover are really nailing your purpose and your business focus, really understanding what your business is and why. And the reason why we do this is that a lot of businesses lose sight of this as they're building and growing. They add on services, they get involved in certain collaborations, they launch new things, they tweak things. And sometimes we do that without the foresight of understanding the direction in which it's taking us. And it can sometimes lead us off our original path. And also we can lose the core of what our business is. I think people are so concerned about making money from lots of different areas that they want all their fingers in all the pies. The problem is you have one pie. It has multiple sections, but you have one pie, and you need to stay true to that. And a lot of business owners, they confuse their customer base because their customer base doesn't understand who they are. They get confused by all the different services that don't seem connected or are not what you expect of that type of business or industry. So we have to stay true to our core. People have to get who we are to be able to connect to us and want to do business with us. So that's really important. So understanding your purpose, what is the business purpose? What's its core? Who does it serve? Those things are really important. But also understand the purpose of the business for us. What is it that we want from our business? What are we hoping to get from it? Because again, I see business owners losing sight of this, creating businesses that are not right for them. They've gone down a path that they hadn't intended to go down. So every now and again, we need to reset and come back and say, is this for me? And that's where we get our business focus from. So that's one of the areas. Another area that we look at, another step that we look at, is understanding who our people are. That is absolutely crucial for a lot of reasons. One is because we want to be working with people that we enjoy working with. We want to attract the right type of clients into our business. And if we understand what those right types of clients are, then we can message directly to them. We can make sure that our marketing is on point to them and that we attract the right type of people into our business. Often this journey comes from finding out who you don't want to work with as well. That's a really interesting part of it. So we look at really nailing who our people are, who are the people that we want to be bringing into our fold, and how are we going to help them? What problems are we solving for them? How are we helping them? What are we doing for them? How are we making their lives, their businesses better? What impact do we have for them? Because once we understand who our people are, and we know what problems we're solving, it definitely helps with not just our marketing and our message, but also our creation of services and solutions. And that's another area that we will also look at. We'll be looking at how we package those solutions to make sure that it's easily understood by our potential market, that they understand what they're going to get and how that is going to be delivered. But more importantly, that we have a service that meets their needs and that we have other services that meet other needs. We want to be able to continue to work with clients. So we need some sort of pathway or journey that we can take our clients on to make sure that we can keep supporting them through every stage of their need. So services and how we package that and the needs that we're making and the pricing of those things is really important. Another key area, another key step, and this one I really do love, is the operational elements of our business, putting into place those key business pillars, the structure, the foundation of your business, looking at the processes, the systems, and the how you're going to do stuff. That is so important for a growing business. I've been in a session today with one of my groups and we've been talking exactly about this. What happens when all of the marketing effort and the sales effort we put in comes to fruition and we start getting all of those extra customers coming through our business? How does that change our business? We need to make sure that we've got the right systems and structure in place to support us now and in the future. We need to make sure that we find the easiest, simplest ways of doing things. Time is a rare commodity for a small business owner, and a lot of us waste it on doing unnecessary tasks or doing tasks the long way. So we look at things like automation and how that might help, outsourcing. What structure do we need? It's different for everybody depending on what stage they're at in their business, what they want to be, where they want to be, their financial position. All of these things will play in a factor, but we can plan for all of that. So we look at that business structure. We're also going to be looking at creating those consistent revenue streams. Revenue is great. We love revenue, bring it on. We want more and more revenue, but what we want is consistent revenue. What we don't want is all these peaks and troughs, because it creates a headache for a business owner. It creates stress and frustration when you have those peaks and troughs. So if we can create a consistent revenue stream, then we're going to feel much better about where the business sits. But we can also now start planning more for its future. We understand our cash flow better. We know what's coming in and when and why and all of those things. So we're looking at how we can do that. How can we create a consistent cash flow in our business? We're also going to be looking at that solutions pathway, as I've mentioned, because that plays a real big part in the consistent revenue stream. Another area that we're going to be looking at as part of this 10-step purposeful action method is our brand, really building our brand and using it. You know, I see people with a great brand, but they're not really using it to its full capacity. Use that brand. Make sure that people start to identify you through that brand. But make sure it's speaking to the right people in the right way. Does it convey the message that you want it to? I personally did a rebrand last year because I felt that my old brand didn't really represent me in the way that I am. It didn't represent me how I wanted to be represented to potential clients. So we're going to be looking at how we can build our brand and how we can enhance and use that brand. And we're going to be looking at what our message is, how we can create that message. That's so important for our marketing. We're also going to be looking at growing our visibility. This is the marketing portion. How do we get visible to the right people? What are the methods? What are the things that we need to be doing? What is suited to you and your business and the people that you want to connect to? How are we going to do that? And during that particular step, we're also going to be looking at getting social. You know, remembering what social media is about. It's about being social. It's about connecting. How are we going to do that? How do we make that part of our plan? We're also going to be looking at creating a sales process that really works for you. Sales doesn't have to be daunting and it doesn't have to be complicated, but it does have to have some structure. We have to understand the timescales and the timelines that we need to work within. We need to make sure that we're regularly making contact with those prospects or people that are going through a proposal with us, for example. So having some sort of process allows us to fall back on this. This is also really crucial when we get busier. That structure is really going to help us keep building that pipeline. And that's something else we're going to look at. Building a pipeline. How do we build it? What's the focus of the pipeline and how do we maintain that pipeline? How do we get people out of that pipeline and into our business? And we're also then going to be looking at this whole growth piece. What growth is actually going to look like? What is the potential of the business? Let's really open it up and see where this can go. So is it about scaling? Is it about growing? Is it about driving more revenue, bringing more customers on? Is it about flexibility and work-life balance? All of this can be attained through a different growth strategy. So we're going to be looking at what is the growth strategy that is right for you. And we're also going to be looking at what that impact is going to have back into the business to make sure that we're ready for that growth. We want that to be a seamless thing. We want to be growing our business in a really seamless way. So we're going to prepare for it. We're not just going to wait and react. We're going to prepare for it. So we're going to look at what is our potential, and when that potential comes in, to make sure that we are absolutely ready for it. And the last of the 10 steps in the Purposeful Action Method is it's all about you. And this is a great step because it's something we often forget as we're building businesses. We see it all the time. We may even be there already where we feel like we're burning ourselves out. We're working to our maximum capacity. We can't possibly drive any more revenue through. We don't know where to go. We're feeling stuck. Our mindset is not in the right place. Our well-being certainly isn't. So this step is all about finding that balance, getting that work-life balance. What needs to happen for you in the business to make that work? And firstly, what does that look like for you? Because I think work-life balance is a very personal thing. Some of us, it's about having our evenings and weekends. For some, it's about having a Monday and a Wednesday. For others, it's about hobbies. it's about crafting, it's about exercise, it's about nutrition and balance for that. It can be anything. It could be a combination of those things, but it's creating a well-being plan that is right for you and where that business is going to help support that so that you get that right balance between work and life, as well as looking after your well-being. And we're also going to be looking at those whole mindset things. You know, there's a lot of things that can pull us down on our growth journey, and most of them are in here. It's our own self-doubt, our concern, our imposter syndrome, our confidence, our belief, and we need to maintain these things. So we'll be looking at ways in which we can do that. So that's the 10-step purposeful action method, and that's the principle in which this is based on, this mastermind. It is grounded in that key principle of create, build, and grow. And each step we're going to be creating something and building on that and then growing it. And that's definitely the key principle here. But the method and the foundation that we're using is these 10 key steps that can be done in any order. The point is that all of the steps are completed, because you might be at different stages. The program, the mastermind that I've created, can be joined at any time. It's an evergreen program, but it actually starts on the 5th of July. That's when the group actually opens. So over this next month, I will be talking a little bit about how it can help, who it's for, and I'll be having a lot of discovery calls around whether or not the mastermind is for you. But it's starting on the 5th of July. In the run-up to that, I'm going to be offering a free masterclass on the 21st of June at 10 o'clock in a closed Facebook group. The group will be open for a week from that point to answer any questions and queries and so forth. And I'll also do a live Q&A on the Wednesday in that group. So on the Monday, I'll be running the free masterclass. And what that is going to cover is these key 10 steps. I'm going to go into a lot more detail about how they're going to benefit your business and how you can apply them, so you can get some understanding of what the mastermind is like. But also, it's a free masterclass. Come along. You're bound to take something away from that. One of these steps is going to be absolutely crucial to you right now. So take away from it what you can. So I'll be putting more information about how to sign up for that soon. So keep an eye out for that. So who is this mastermind for? Why did I launch it? Well, it's for people like me, people that are looking to take purposeful action, gain some momentum in the business, move away from where I've been and take on that next step. You know, if you're feeling a little bit stuck, you don't quite know how to move forward, then this is for you. If you know how to move forward, but you're struggling with actually taking those first steps, again, this is for you. This will give you that momentum and sense of progress that you need to start tackling these things in your business, to really start progressing and moving forward. The great thing about being in a mastermind is not only do you get my expertise and my advice and support, you get the collective minds of the group. It's a great place to share ideas, test things, get feedback, and we have that collective learning. There's bound to be someone in that group who has experienced what you're experiencing and may have an idea about how to help you get out of that, or what bit of software could be great for you, or what method they've used, or what productivity hack has really worked for them. I love the masterminding element. I love it when we're able to come together and really help each other. So yes, I will provide the framework and the learning and the knowledge and the development, and I will do the advice and the support, but we will always be doing that together, because that's the element of true masterminding. So it's like-minded business owners. The business owners that are coming onto this mastermind are likely to all be in a similar position where they're now ready for that next stage in their business, whatever that looks like for them, but they are ready, and they're ready to start taking action and moving forward. So that's the mastermind. It's £600 a month, or if you prefer, you can pay upfront for £1,500, and it is live now. I will put the link in if you want to have a look at any more information. If you want to talk to me about, is it something that's right for you and you want to have a discovery call, please reach out and we can get that booked in. So that's what I wanted to do today. I really just wanted to come on and fill in some gaps from the post that I put out on Tuesday about it, because I'm very aware that a post doesn't really explain the full detail and benefit of the mastermind and what's involved and what you're going to get. So I thought, well, I'll come on today and I'll give you all of those bells and whistles. I'll tell you about it. And I hope that's been useful and gives you a better understanding of the mastermind. I'm absolutely delighted to be able to offer this mastermind. It's been a culmination of all my work over the last few years, really brought together in a package that I think is perfect. I'm so pleased with it. I think it's going to add real value to business owners, and I know that I'm going to enjoy delivering it as well, which I think is a key thing. I spoke last week on a live about the importance of delivering services that service you as well as your customers, and I know this mastermind is going to be great for my clients, but I also know it's something I'm really going to enjoy delivering. So it's a win-win. So that's the mastermind. There's the free masterclass on the 21st of June at 10 a.m. It's in a free Facebook group. So you just need to sign up for that. That will be going live soon for sign up. So keep an eye out for that. If you have any questions about the mastermind or masterminding in general, or business coaching in general, then please reach out. So that's it from me today. I just wanted to take the opportunity to tell you a little bit more about Create, Build and Grow Mastermind and those 10 key purposeful action steps in my method. So I will see you all very soon. Enjoy the lovely weather that we're having at the moment. I hope you'll get an opportunity to get some sun, to experience that warmth, even if it's just for a few moments during the day. I hope you're getting out and about when you can. Have a wonderful day. See you all very soon. Bye-bye.